Alright, welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over how you can actually use alcohol to save yourself from alcohol poisoning. It's 100% true, but there's a huge disclaimer here. Number one, please do not do this, okay? Like, don't be a fucking idiot. Don't try to overdose on alcohol and then give yourself alcohol to save you, okay? The other disclaimer also depends on what kind of alcohol we're talking about. So I got a very nice comment basically asking, what's the difference between ethanol and methanol, and how ethanol can save you from methanol poisoning? So it's indeed methanol poisoning that you can save yourself from. So let's go over it. There are three main different types of alcohols that we're going to talk about. We have ethanol, then we have isopropyl alcohol, then we have methanol. Ethanol is the least toxic alcohol. They all can kill you, but ethanol is like the least toxic. And we know this because we drink alcohol all the time, right? Recreationally, we drink it. Now, one example would be Grey Goose, right? So Grey Goose has ethanol in it, and we would drink Grey Goose. Now, me drinking Grey Goose is not going to kill me, right? So just to prove it to you, I'll drink some. Now, I'm not going to drink a whole shot because, to be honest, I've done a lot of takes on this video, and I'm going to get drunk very soon. So, I'll drink a little bit, right? It's not going to kill me. So, I'm fine. Now, the next one is isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol, also known as rubbing alcohol, is used to kill bacteria. Now, you can drink isopropyl alcohol and you'll be okay. Like, it's toxic. I would not do it. It's more toxic than ethanol, and you can actually get drunk from all the alcohols. But please do not drink this. Like, it's stupid. Okay? Like I said in the beginning, right? Don't do this. It's to kill bacteria. The reason this works is because you'll notice there's a percentage on all isopropyl alcohols you'll ever get. You'll see a percentage, usually anywhere from 70% to 99%. This one's 99%. Now, the reason what the percentage means is the amount of isopropyl alcohol in there compared to water. Okay, so the remaining percentage would be water. Now, this is important because water is used to help get inside the bacteria's walls. Okay, so use the aquaporins on bacteria to get inside the bacteria, and the isopropyl alcohol does the rest to kill the bacteria. Isopropyl alcohol by itself cannot enter bacteria. It's not possible. That's why there's water that's part of it. Okay? So yes, 99% is very concentrated, only 1% water. Okay? So maybe not as effective at killing because it won't actually get inside the bacteria to actually do the job. Now, the last one would be methanol, which is the most dangerous one. I don't have a bottle to methanol to show you because it's usually found in labs and whatnot. You can go buy methanol, but I don't have it, okay? Just telling you that. So, methanol is very, very toxic. 10 milliliters, which is not much at all. I've already drank 10 milliliters of, way over 10 milliliters of vodka, okay? Just 10 milliliters can cause blindness, permanent blindness, almost immediately. The reason is because the optic nerve, which is like a nerve that's on the back of your eye, that goes to your brain, will get damaged. And once that gets damaged, you're done for. You're cooked. Okay, you won't be able to see again. Now, at 30 milliliters is enough to actually kill you, like really kill you. Now, unfortunately, this is a very common way to commit suicide. If you're familiar with, it'd be a windshield wiper, like fluid, like to clean your windshield, right? You pour it in your car to clean your windshield. That has methanol in it, and it's a very effective way to commit suicide because of the high methanol concentration. That's what kills you, is the methanol in the windshield. But besides all the other chemicals in the windshield fluid, it's the methanol that's really going to do the damage. Okay, so since we went over that, now let's talk about how it works. Now, this question specifically asked about, where is it? A methanol oxidase, right? Methanol oxidase is the enzyme that metabolizes, right, these alcohols. Methanol oxidase is not found in humans. Okay, it's found in like the microorganisms, whatever. But what we have is ADH. The mechanism is the exact same thing. Same exact thing. Okay, just a different name. So, let's go over it. So, what happens if you have ethanol? Okay, if you consume ethanol, this enzyme called ADH is going to break it down. It's going to break it down into acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde, okay? Not toxic, not really toxic, okay? So this is why we survive. Okay, we'll be fine. Isopropyl alcohol, if you were to consume isopropyl alcohol and then ADH, would do its thing, it would turn into this is acetone. Acetone. Okay. Acetone is what we use to clean surfaces, whatever, especially in the lab. If you ever do, if you ever take an organic chemistry lab or in general chemistry lab, you'll see bottles of acetone there to clean surfaces. That's what's used for. Now, methanol. If you were to consume methanol, it would turn into formaldehyde and formic acid. You may be familiar with formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is a carcinogen. It causes cancer. Okay, very bad for you. I also use it in the lab. So whenever I do neurosurgery, I need to, get the brain from the mouse. We had to solidify the brain because the brain is quite squishy. So in order for me to do my experiments and actually do imaging and whatnot, the brain needs to be solid. So that's why we use formaldehyde to solidify the brain. It's also used as embalming agents, right? To embalm stuff to make things harder. So that is why it's very dangerous, right? So what would happen is, the ethanol, isopropyl alcohol, and methanol would go to the enzyme and be converted to these respective things. Now, the question is how you can use alcohol to save yourself from methanol poisoning. So typically, methanol, if you were to consume it, would turn into formaldehyde, and the formaldehyde is what's going to kill you, okay? The methanol itself, it's not going to kill you. It's the formaldehyde, what it turns into, okay? That's what kills you. So, here's something really cool. And this is what they do this in hospitals, but not frequently. They use another chemical, but this is another option they could use. Is if you were to consume methanol, right, it would bind to the active site of this ADH enzyme, right, and then it would turn into formaldehyde. If you were to give ethanol the same time, what would happen is it would actually block the enzyme, and no more methanol can bind onto ADH. And since no more methanol can bind to ADH, none of it can be converted to formaldehyde, right, and you will not die. Okay, instead, the ethanol will be converted to acetaldehyde and you'll be safe. Yeah, you'll be drunk, but you'll be safe, relatively speaking. Okay? This does not work for isopropyl alcohol. It will not competitively inhibit this enzyme. It will not work. So it will only work for ethanol. Now, the reason this works is because you'll notice the comparison between ethanol and methanol. It's one CH2, right? So there's a CH2 right here, right here. This makes it has more affinity, I should say, for the enzyme. So let me break it down like this. Say you're attracted to some particular girl or guy, okay? This person has a twin sister or brother, okay? They look exactly the same, right? Now, their personality is the same, they have the same sense of humor, everything's the same about them. Now, they're both attracted to you, okay? You're attracted to them and they're attracted to you. One of those siblings, so one of the twins, is very, very rich. Okay, the other one, not so much. I don't know about you, but I would go for the rich one, right? If I had the opportunity to pick, I want to go for the rich one, because I'm going to live happy, right? Like, who doesn't? So that's what the ethanol is basically saying, right? This is the rich friend, right? This is the rich girl or the rich guy you're going after, right? When you want to pick this one, right? So that's what ADH does. Is the ADH was like, oh, let's see here. Okay, I see you're rich and you're not, but you have this, everything's the same, right? Same personality, same sense of humor, same everything, right? They make you laugh, but one's richer, right? And ADH is like, wait a second, ethanol is richer. It has an extra carbon in there and some hydrogens. I want that one. So ethanol will go in and bind, has a higher affinity. Basically, if there's ethanol and methanol together in the same quantities, the ethanol is going to bind more to ADH than methanol because it has a higher affinity. And basically, by this happening, it blocks ADH and no more methanol can bind, and then it will not be created to formaldehyde, and you will be safe. That is how it works. So, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Until next time, later.